Welcome back. We've gotten a response from the Army on the allegation by the Inspector General of Police over the killing of 3 police officers and setting free of a kidnapped suspect by soldiers. The Army says in a statement by the Acting Director of Army Public Relations, Colonel Sagir Musa, that the troops of the 93 Battalion of the Nigerian Army in Takum responded to a distress call to rescue a kidnapped victim, exchanged fire with the suspected kidnappers along Abi Ukari Road in Taraba State. He adds that the flagrant refusal of the suspected kidnappers to stop at the 3 checkpoints prompted a hot pursuit of the fleeing suspect by the troops, who, according to the statement, also opened fire on the troops. Colonel Sagir Musa explains that it was only after the incident that one of the wounded suspects disclosed the fact that they were indeed policemen dispatched from the Nigerian Police Force headquarters in Abuja for a covert assignment. He adds that going forward, both the armed forces and the Army have agreed to share intelligence information to avoid such accidents in the future. The former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Maurice Iwo, will be arraigned at the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos tomorrow on allegations of laundering about 1.2 billion naira. Professor Iwo will be arraigned by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission before Justice Chuka Obiozo. In the charge, the EFCC claims that Professor Iwo allegedly aided the concealment of a sum of 1,203 million naira between December 2014 and March 2015. The money is believed to be part of the 23.29 billion naira slush fund allegedly shared by former Petroleum Minister Daisani Alison Madueke to influence the outcome of the 2015 presidential election. Let's head to Abuja studios now, where Linda Kibe is standing by to get us through other stories. Hello, Linda.
Hello, Anne. Good to see you and welcome to Abuja. The Kaduna State government says it will appeal Monday's decision of the State High Court, which granted permission to the leader of Islamic Movement of Nigeria, Sheikh El-Zakzaky, and his wife Zinat to seek medical treatment in India. The State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arwan, who confirmed this to Channels Television, says although the state government will not appeal for stay of execution of the judgment, he, however, lists some conditions contained in the appeal that will warrant the applicants to be granted leave to travel abroad for medical treatment. The family of the 13-year-old Ochanya Ame, who allegedly died following years of rape by a father who is a lecturer at the Benue State Polytechnic, Mr. Andrew Abuja, and his son, Victor Abuja, have alleged threats and intimidation. The spokesperson of the family, Ejekunyo Ame, expresses worry that almost a year after Ochanya's death, the second suspects have remained at large, while the trial of his father has been slow. He also expressed concern about the police not declaring the suspects wanted.
Since Ochanya's case came to the public attention, the police in August, public attention in August, and her eventual death in October last year, which transformed Ochanya's story from that of a small girl to a national and global issue. The Nigerian police force have been unable to locate and arrest the second suspect, Victor Abuja. It is worrisome that the younger Abuja seems to have disappeared into thin air. It is even more disheartening that the police authorities have been lethargic in seeking to legally declare Victor Abuja wanted and put him on both national and international watch list of suspected criminals. In view of the above concerns, we hereby call on the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Adam Mohammed, to immediately declare a manhunt both at the national and international levels for the arrest and prosecution of Victor Abuja. We also implore the IGP to, in the prevailing circumstances of threats, bullying and intimidation of our family members and witnesses, provide adequate security to guarantee our safety and that of witnesses throughout the duration of the case.
That's all from Abuja. Back to you, Anne.
Thank you, Linda. To some company report now. VUA Adewole Cement Company has provided 6 solar-powered boreholes and scholarship awards as part of its corporate social responsibility to 6 villages Amuyemi, Ogute, Imegele, and many more in all Bela Esako East local government area of Edo State. The plant director of the company, Mr. Ahmed Idris, while handing over the project, said the company remains committed towards improving the standard of living among its host communities.
The Father, the Son, and of the Holy Ghost.
Amen.
Bua Obu Cement Company presents a solar-powered borehole to Amuyemi community, one of their 6 host communities in Okwila, Esako East local government area of Edo State. It's a gesture that elicits joy. The gratitude from the community members is an open book. Bua Obu's focus is to provide potable water all year round, which will be replicated in all 6 host communities.
During the dry season, you will have water. During the rainy season, you will have water. And that, even when there is no light, it is solar powered. There will still be water.
It's a day for projects commissioning. The Bua Group unveils another projects for the people at the company's plant not too far away. The plant director, Mr. Ahmed Idris, inaugurates a board for the award of scholarships.
Beginning from the next academic session in the month of September 2019, Obu Cement Company shall consider the sponsorship of 24 brilliant students from Okwila, picked from different communities studying in various courses in any of the Nigerian universities or polytechnics annually.
Community leaders here pledged their support for the cement manufacturers while putting in requests for more projects.
The road from Okugbe to Imekuri, for instance, I think a few days ago it was not accessible. So we appeal to the company to please help us in assuaging these problems.
For the Bua Obu Cement Company, the absence of a community development agreement with the Edo State government will not deter plans of rendering more service to the people.
We will look into health care delivery for the communities. We will look into road construction. We will look into other educational aspects like rehabilitation of schools. But these are projects that will take time. We cannot solve all these problems in one day.
The Bua Obu Cement Company is a subsidiary of the Bua Group and currently runs on a capacity of 6 million metric tons per annum from its operations at the Obu plant in Okwila, Edo State. Let's head for some business stories now. Bisi Adebayo is standing by.
You first. First Bank.
Welcome to Business News. The Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative says its constant engagement with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation on its operations is based on the agency's mandate to promote corporate ethics, transparency and accountability in the governance of the country's oil and gas industry. The NATI Executive Secretary Waziri Adewole made the clarification in Abuja while on a courtesy visit to the NNPC Group Managing Director, Mr. Mele. NATI advised the new GMD and his team to publish the corporation's audited financial reports and expand on what has been achieved so far towards making the operations open and accountable. In his response, the Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Mr. Mele, promised that the corporation will publish its annual audit financial report next week. Let's take some company news now. Union Bank's profit for the first 6 months of 2019 grew 4% in the period ended June 30, 2019. According to the company's unaudited financial half-year results released to the stock exchange, the bank's profit grew from 11.7 billion naira in 2018 to 12.1 billion naira. However, the company's gross earnings fell by 9% to 76 billion naira, and that's down from the 83.3 billion naira recorded in the first half of 2018. Due to a decrease in average earning assets. Similarly, the bank's interest income fell by an 8% to 57.3 billion naira. Net income after impairment rose by 3% at 30.5 billion naira, while deposit fell by 4%.
Let's turn our attention now to the Nigeria equities market, where sell pressure continues to dominate activities as the all-share index declined further today, this time by 0.42%, with the equity cap lower at 13.35 trillion naira. Here's Adewole with the rest of today's figures.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The Nigerian equities market sustained its bearish trend today as the all-share index ended the trading session negative by 0.42%, with the equity cap lower at 13.358 trillion naira. Midweek's trading saw a lower turnover of volume, value and deals as 128.95 million shares worth 1.18 billion naira traded in 3,118 deals. 4 out of the 5 sectors we track closed the negative, with insurance taking the heaviest hit, down 1.92%. Next in the trail of losses is the industrial goods index, which shed 0.70%, while banking lost 0.44%. The trio of FBN Holdings, Transcorp and FCMB are the most actively traded stocks for the day. ICO Insurance tops the list of 11 gainers, up by 9.37%, while Red Star Express led 16 other losers, down by 9.85%. And that's it on the Stock Market Report. I'm Adewole.
Thank you, Layo. Meanwhile, stocks regained most of their earlier losses on Wednesday as a sharp drop in bond yields stabilized, slightly tempering worries over slowing economic growth. Well, let's take a look at today's numbers. And that's it on Business News. Thank you for watching. I am BC Adebayo.
You First. First Bank.
Thank you, BC. Still ahead on the news at 10. Confederation of African Football CAF declares aspirants of Tunisia as winners of the 2018-2019 Champions Leagues after weeks of legal tussle. That's in sports news. Join us again.